start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Now a first carry for their fullback. There he goes, right side.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That was definitely a surprise there, handed to the big guy on first down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the second level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn them yet another first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now a give, right side. Ayers. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5.
They run the counter. Ayers. For a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
In motion right is Watkins.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The Jets had 2-12 in what has been a tough year. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Only able to gain a couple there, and now it's 3rd and 4.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
This now a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Mustang 19. 65 cat, 65 cat. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Jets 0.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Let's go now.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Cup 19. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Warriors 70. 60 Vikings.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Check, Bobcat. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Let go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, this was the 27th ranked rushing attack coming in. That play sort of shows why.
Yeah, and I have to admit that I'm a little bit surprised because they have talent on the line. They've got talent in the backfield, but for whatever reason, they can't mesh it together and make progress.
And they'll go on the ground.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
19 Lions.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Check, check. Check, check.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He'll look to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it.
On Herbert, his third interception.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action here on first down.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Room past the 35.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This one caught by Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Second and 10.
Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. I mean, 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second down, they'll run it here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second and 6.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. The slot man in motion right.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Dragon 60!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And all the way the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
They snap it to Herbert. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's quickly out wide to Davis.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Herbert on 3rd down now.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert throwing again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
5-9.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Broncos.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And the Jets pressure 2 notches. Down he goes.
Justin Madubuike
In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. That's to his running back, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable here for Davis. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Herbert.
That is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Down to about the 37.
And they're going to speed things up here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Back to throw here.
Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of Cobb.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Crowd right. Hey, Ray. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
Absolutely love the play design here. 2 receivers on each side with the outside guy running a short hitch. The inside guy a deep corner. And how about the quarterback? That little shoulder fake like he's throwing the hitch. Then he comes up and throws a deep corner route. This time for big effect. And it pays off with a first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, 15 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Chargers 22.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Come on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Bronco switch. Ready?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready?
Here is 3rd and 5.
Check, Bobcat. Ready?
They'll run again. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Hey, smash Bronco.
And they'll run it here.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Check smash.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
140 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McPherson on for the point after.
And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Jets 41, Chargers 22.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 58 yards.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Chargers 29.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go. Warriors 70. Go.
Now back to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Panther 11.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Kappa. Ready.
One last throw here for Herbert. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, it's a rare peak in a season of valleys as they move to 3-12 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.